everybody, and welcome back to Beautytainment. I am your host, Claudia Seves. You can find me at Vanidosa Beauty, and this is my beautiful co-host.
What's cracking? You guys can find me at Lee Savage on Instagram.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're a little rusty. We've been M.I.A. for a minute. If you guys, I don't know. Hopefully you guys noticed, but you might not have. I hope you do. If you didn't, then we're not doing our job, but we're gonna get better. Start putting out more stuff and.
Basically, it's been a while, Crocodile. Yeah. And so, as you can see, we're at a new place.
So we just built the new studio right here in our own place. We built our own very own studio.
This is it.
I built it with my own hands.
He really did.
No, I did. It came out pretty nice.
Yeah, so the other studio was great. There was no issues with it. But, honestly, I'm a creature of, I need to be what's the word?
Convenience.
Convenience. There. I'm a creature of convenience. And, I feel like this is our studio. We had this extra room, and why not? It's right here. That way we don't have to go anywhere.
And we're able to keep that money inside the house for marketing that we were spending on that, because it's a marketing cost at the end of the day. So now we're in house.
Yeah. I guess I never thought about it like that. It is a marketing cost.
Yeah, it's a marketing cost.
Obviously I thought it was a cost, and it was for us, but I never thought about it like that. You're right. It's called marketing cost for sure.
But the studio we were at Peachtree with Matt, that studio was awesome, and we appreciate everything he did. He was a kick-ass guy. So if you guys need a podcast studio, he's always available, and it's a good one. But we also
segue.
But we also, this is a business venture for us. It's Pink Maven Media, and if you are looking to rent studio time, you want to start a podcast, we're here, and we are renting out the podcast studio.
What I gotta say is, it is strictly for women. I wanted it to be something safe.
Well, strictly for women.
But when we rent it, it'll be for women-aimed podcast.
It's women orientated.
Women oriented, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pink Maven Media. We started a separate company with our partners Erica Reyes and Frank Reyes
from Working Moms
of San Antonio. And I'm really excited. I don't think we could have worked with somebody else, right? It kind of worked out perfectly.
No, yeah, it's a partnership in the works, and it seems to be going good. We're also opening another podcast studio at her place. We're just waiting on the equipment and getting it set up, but it's ready. It's almost ready to go.
Yeah, and I think what's great is, like I said, she has a spot now. We're gonna have a podcast studio over there. We have a spot now. We have a podcast here. And she doesn't have to leave her place because she is also a woman of great convenience.
Yes.
So if it's convenient for her, she'll do it. If it's convenient for me, I'll do it. So here we are.
Yeah. And then it's yeah, I mean, this is a vibe right here.
It is totally a vibe.
If you've ever been to our studio, the theme carries out here. We made it a little more vibey in here, just to give it some ambiance.
More gray.
More gray? What do you mean?
It's more gray. So I wanted these big Victorian chairs, and he's like, "No, you're too much. It's not just for you."
She would have had it looking like fucking Wendy's from
Wendy's?
No, from the Addams Family. It would have looked like the Addams Family room if I would have let her design it. This is on me.
I was like, "Who the fuck is Wendy?" The little
girl, Wendy.
Right?
Didn't they have a show like that or something? Wendy's?
No,
not Wendy's, but
Family.
Wendy. No, they had a movie, Wendy or something. I don't know.
It was Addams Family.
Something like that. Whatever.
Anyway, so he did choose out the furniture. I helped.
You helped.
I helped, but I was told no a couple of times.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Well, I like that, the whole Victorian, vampire vibe. I'm not saying everything has to be black, but I'm saying big Victorian chairs.
If I let you design this, it would look like like my grandma Nunez is from the 1930s, wallpaper, fucking all old. Probably would have been porcelain dolls in the corner.
No, those are creepy.
It would have looked like an old lady room.
No, but we would have had Victorian chairs, and it would have been different. But I know it's not just for me. Mm-hmm. This is a new business venture. We want to open our doors to other women who are looking for a spot.
Yeah, no matter your industry. I mean, you could be selling insurance, whatever. If you feel like you have something of value to give out and you want to put it out there and you see it as marketing opportunity or you educate people, we're here and the doors are open.
And I think more than anything, I think a lot of us think, and I know this because I've talked to a lot of women, who have thought about opening podcasts or starting a podcast, and they're kind of like, well, who would listen to me? And I'm like, the stuff that you have to say, other women are actively seeking that information, we have a couple of our friends, mine and Erica's, who are doulas and other people who are attorneys, and they just want to give what they have, because in this information world where we're over flooded with information, there's a lot of incorrect information.
Yeah.
And so to have a podcast and be able to speak directly to your audience, like, there's nothing like it. Educate your audience, so that they can make a right choice for whatever industry you're in, I think.
Well, there's probably not enough voices in the industries. If you really go, there's a little bit of voices, and like you said, a lot of misinformation. And from a business aspect, if you're a business owner, it's a perfect way for marketing. I mean, you make one video, one episode, and you could cut it up into segments and put it out there. It's a great marketing tool.
For sure. Like, even now when I listen to people talk about books on the YouTubies, and honestly, when I first started listening to them, there's this guy I follow. He's an attorney, and he's talking about books or whatever, but he's really dry. And then I was like, let me go listen to somebody else. But there's a bunch of different voices,
Yeah.
But there's also still space for more. Like, that industry hasn't even blown up that much, because there's so many different voices people need to hear.
Yeah, and you get to talk directly to your people, like directly long format. I mean, Instagram and TikTok and all that's cool. You get short segments and that's cool too, because you can break this into short segments and put it on those platforms. But long form, just a discussion, and you get to talk directly to your people. They get to hear directly from you. It's a great tool.
And honestly, like, I'll tell you, like, what did you think back when we first started the studio in California? Like, I didn't think this is where we would end up right now.
Can I say I told you so?
No, you can't, because you didn't say anything.
I told you repeatedly.
I told you.
I kept telling you, you were missing this to do a podcast for the business, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, but
Constantly.
That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about way when we started.
Don't be mad because I told you so.
You did not tell me so.
I told you so.
You did not tell me so.
I told you so.
You did not tell me so.
Okay.
What I was saying, like, before I was really interrupted by lies.
Interrupted by lies?
That's not what I'm saying.
Man, you don't like truth. You do not like truth.
That's not what I'm saying. What I was saying is, in the beginning, like 14 years ago, did you think we would get into space outside of the beauty industry for me and construction for you?
Yes.
That was my question.
Yes, I did.
When you and I spoke back then, I remember you clearly thought that you were going to do, you were going to flip and you were going to get into real estate, which I know you still want to do.
I still will.
Yeah, I know. But you were going to stay in construction, and I thought I was going to stay in beauty is what I'm saying.
I mean, we still are in beauty, and I'm not in construction, but I've still been constructing this place. So essentially we kind of are, but we're still in beauty. I mean, even our podcast right now is revolved around beauty. So we're still in beauty. It's just a different aspect.
Okay.
Hey, I'm all upset.
Well, that's not what I was saying. You're not getting
Yes, babe, you're right. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, for me, what I was saying is, like, when I first started as an artist, I didn't think I was going to go outside of the beauty industry per se. And between like a bunch of shifts, like, cause we tried to open the cosmetology school, and that went how it went because of the Rona. And I didn't think like a podcast room was where we were going. I wouldn't even have thought about this like 4 years ago, even though there was podcast, even though we were listening to podcasts,
I saw it already back then. I would try pushing you to get in front of the camera and Instagram and all that stuff. Cause I saw you outside of, just doing brows, you know what I mean? I had always told you that.
Yeah.
And then you were doing the educate. Look. Wow.
What?
All upset. You're asking me my opinion.
It's been stressful.
Do you want my opinion or not?
I am. I'm just saying, like, yeah. So you saw me outside of it. I guess I didn't see where I would go. Even when we were trying to open the cosmetology school, I kind of thought like, it was going to be the beauty industry and like different aspects of it. I think I still want to stay within it, but this is really cool. Like, I think it makes us more entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't see. I saw you doing a podcast, not necessarily with me on it. I always saw you being in front of the camera and doing that, and educating all that because you were into education. I always saw you on a stage doing all that stuff. Not so much me, but as far as owning a podcast studio, that like I didn't really think that, if that's what you're asking.
That is what I said.
Wow, this is gonna be a
short one,
a contentious episode right here. Try to tell the way this is going.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited that we decided to build this. I think when we were just gonna rent out the room, right?
Yeah.
So we've been in this in our studio for 3.5 years. April of 21.
When the big Texas freeze happened.
Yeah,
that's
the
when
21, because 2020 was Rona, so 21 is when we moved here. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't remember the year. I just remember everything snowed and froze like 2 weeks of us being here.
Yeah, it did. And it was horrible because I hate the cold.
I liked it. It was cool.
But anyway, so we've been here for 3.5 years, and I keep telling you, like, this was the last room we had to fix up.
Yeah.
It was terrible, guys. Like, this place was completely, it was crazy looking. It was kind of creepy, huh?
Oh, this place was horrible. It was ugly when we got in here.
Wasn't it kind of creepy though? Some of the walls were like blood red.
They were like a maroon. And then had ugly carpet in here.
And then the green one.
Yeah. The only thing I wish we would have done ourselves, because we did have the property management do the floor, and I would have done a different floor.
Yeah, you would have done it better.
Yeah, I would have done a better job on the floor, and we would have picked a better material. But that's other than that, I worked my magic here.
He really did. Our studio, I gotta say, our studio is beautiful. The only thing that we need, and that we're not, I don't feel like I'm in a rush to, because I like plain stuff, is we don't have a lot of decoration like up on the walls and stuff. But I'm not rushed into doing that.
Well, I got a few little like a couple of the doors I got to change out. That one space right there I want to cover up and put a decorative like a focal wall, and then
the Venetian plaster.
The Venetian, I'm gonna do like a Venetian like a vintage French type Venetian plaster.
See, that's my shit.
I'm gonna get on that as soon as we settle back down, because we're just barely finished, barely getting started. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, we have 5 rooms now. So we have 5 rooms. Yeah, and it seriously took us like 3.5 years to build everything.
Yeah.
And it's like we were saying, you were working around me seeing clients, and you were working around us going to California, working around having a family, and like everything else.
No, well, it took long because I was still doing the stuff in the background that the studio needed, doing all that stuff. And then like we had to do in sections because we were open and operating a business. So I had to do in sections, that way we could still use the studio as a functioning business. You know
yeah, because we still need to like feed a family and pay rents.
You can't have you can't have like the walls broken down where you're seeing clients.
Yeah.
So I had to do it in stages. So it took a little longer than what we thought and then what we wanted.
Yeah, but I think it turned out so beautiful. It looks so clean in here, guys. Like, it's so freaking pretty. And so then when we had this last room, I kind of thought like, okay, well, we could either build a podcast studio that we want, or build a room where we can make money out of, or we can just rent it out and forget about it. So as we do, we decide to start another business, because why not?
Yeah. And we were at Matt's place, and we started taking the podcast seriously and doing it consecutively. So we're like, well, while we're doing this, let's convert this into that and see what we could do with it,
Yeah.
It's a lot of kinks still, like the cameras and stuff and all that. I'm not a videographer or a audio guy, so a lot of this stuff is new to me, and we're just figuring it out. This was a challenge, honestly. This room right here, it's one of my favorite projects because it was a challenge.
You're very proud of it. You did a beautiful job.
Well, just so all the cables and everything, they're not like, if you go to other places, not anybody in particular, but we've been to a few, and there's cables everywhere on the floor, everywhere.
Yeah.
And then these ones are all hitting on the wall. You don't see them. Everything comes out in one spot. So it was a challenging project. But
honestly, if it was up to me, I'd be like, just run a cord from the outside, an extension cord, and bring it in the studio.
The cameras and lights are all mounted on the wall. You don't see them on the tripods.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that was really important to you, and that's maybe something that took a little extra. You think extra time?
It took extra time and money, but I have a little bit of OCD. I hate seeing cables.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate seeing cables. Like if we're at home and you've been to somebody's house and they have like a nice TV and a nice setup, but you see all the cables hanging, that drives me nuts. So
this is why it looks so beautiful in here around you, bro. You did a great job.
Just saying, to my own horn. Or, we don't have a. Hold on.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Wow. They're really excited.
That's a long applause.
Man, they're really excited. But I think you did an awesome job, and honestly, like, I can't wait to have other ladies, our community, coming in here and enjoying the place and like using it for their promos, for their YouTube videos or whatever. Like it's so cool. Like, we're giving back, even though it's like convenient and awesome for us. Like, we're also giving back to our community and stuff that supported us.
Yeah, I think this is outside the box for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely outside the box, and I don't know. I don't know how many beauty studios you go to and have podcast rooms. It's definitely outside the norm, you know?
It is. And I'll tell you, so when I had on Friday, I think it was on Friday, I had a cosmetology school and they came to tour the salon. The salon's the next door. We have a salon next door. In case we haven't mentioned it, we have a 6-station, 1-room salon next door. And they came to tour.
And we do have spots available for rent.
Hand. Super cheap. Great environment, great vibe. Great culture. And so they came, and when I walked them through, I walked them through the salon first. And of course, like they were like, oh my God, it's so pretty, because it is. And then when they came in here, I was like, okay, and you guys are going to see something that you don't usually see in other places. And so when I opened it up, they were like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I've never seen this. I wouldn't have thought to see a podcast studio inside a studio, a podcast studio inside a
beauty studio.
Beauty studio. But I think like it really is outside the box.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's great. And then we're not a salon, and we're appointment only.
Yeah.
So it's not like this place is like super like
walk-ins and outs.
Walk-ins and outs and noisy. It's a really quiet place.
Well, I did this whole thing soundproof too. It's got soundproof drywall.
I didn't even fucking know you had soundproof wall.
It's got the regular layer of drywall, and then it's got a second layer of soundproof drywall.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so I soundproofed this whole place. Soundproofed. It's soundproofed. It's soundproofed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like I thought we were just gonna put up like what do you call them? Like those
little foam things.
No, I thought I can't remember. I got invited onto a podcast and they had like the egg cartons. Egg cartons, yeah.
Oh, come on, mujer. Come on.
I think if I was building it, like that's what it would look like.
That's exactly why we don't let you design the stuff.
The furniture would be amazing. I would have like big Victorian chairs, but
with egg cartons behind you.
Yeah, probably.
Not even painted or nothing. Just
no. Like, let's get. I'm fucking like let's get shit done type of person.
Yeah.
I had like zero patience, and it was really hard to like. Now that I watch the process.
Oh my God! When you were in here and I was trying to set up the equipment.
Yes.
I'm over here trying to figure out the equipment, and she comes in and just starts pushing buttons. Oh my God! I was so pissed. I had to kick her out of the room. Like, get the hell out of here. Let me set this up.
I was on the computer all day, and I was like, I need a break. Let me go make him mad. So I walked in here, and I was like, what's this? What's this do? What does this do? He's like, can you just get out of here? So I was like, my job here is done, and then I left.
I was very frustrated because I couldn't get the equipment to work. I didn't know, like, you had to have converters for HDMI from UVA cables to HDMI. This is all new, so I didn't know none of this. I was frustrated as hell, and then you come here and just start pushing buttons and asking me a million questions. Like, get the hell out of here and let me finish.
Yeah, but once I saw him upset, I was like, my job here is done. And
right. That's every wife's job to their husband.
Yep.
I think every man in this world could understand where I'm coming from.
But I think you figured it out, Ron. Like you did a really good job with everything.
Hold on. Say it again.
Oh, okay. So you can stop it.
Yeah, I can stop it, but I like a long one. We're figuring out what
she said.
We're figuring out the buttons on here, so I'm gonna get bun crazy. I'm gonna put some gunshots on there.
Oh God!
Like my chovelas, where they hit the button, it's all. Poof, poof. That's what's.
You should put signs so we know what they are, so people know what they are.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Like label them, because I would never know. Like I don't control any of this.
Yeah.
And so.
Oh, that's pretty genius, babe. Actually, I like that. I'm gonna get some labels and make them.
Well, yeah, because I wouldn't know, like I wouldn't know what to push or nothing.
I'm just guessing because that one I like to push when talking about me.
No, but you did a good job. Like I said, 3.5 years, but fuck, man, we're here.
Yeah, we
did it.
Yeah. Now we just gotta like push everything. We're gonna get heavy on the content, start pushing out a bunch of content, breaking it up, and put everything to use.
Don't you feel like kind of like the space is done? You know what I mean? Like now
a little bit, but I still know I have a little bit of projects left. Like the bathroom, we want to change out that the sink.
Yeah.
I want to cover up that wall and make that wall like a really like nice focal place where people want to go take pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Venetian stuff. So I know I still have projects.
For you, I mean, honestly, for me, the only thing that I would say is the 2 doors and the sink.
But then also I know too, by the time I get there, I'm gonna have to turn it back around and go recaulk some stuff and paint, from usage, and like it's getting wore, so it's constant maintenance. So
yeah, and I guess that's the eye that you kind of bring to the studio too, because I would be like, meh, it's fine, like
No, this is my baby right here. I built this.
It really
you know what I mean?
is. You did a good
Like
job.
when I was in construction, I built stuff and it was nice and it was pretty, but it was for other people. I didn't. Once I was done with the job, I walked away and I never knew. Vaguely, I saw it again. Every now and then I go back and do other projects. But this is ours.
Yeah, it is.
Like we're here every day. We have to look at it. So when something's not right, it like eats at me.
Yeah, and that was my whole thing. Like during this last 3.5 years, like during construction, it's really hard for me to see messes. And I know obviously that's what it is when you're doing constructies and stuff, but it's really hard for me because like as a provider, a service provider, like you're trying to provide this ambiance to your client, and especially when you're in the high-end industry of your industry, or the high-end part of your industry, like you're trying to provide this whole vibe, and you can't do that when there's like shit all over the place. And that was really hard for me to see.
I don't think it was that bad. I usually kept everything plastic off and sectioned off, but
for you, because you do construction and you see it, and I don't see it, like it's like you were saying when you were doing constructies, like it was for somebody else, so I never saw it.
Yeah.
And when it was like the hallway.
Oh yeah.
And you had to have that, and then the clients couldn't use the restroom because we had to have it like taped off or whatever.
The hallway area and the reception area were hard areas because people still had to go through and use it. So it actually made my job slower because I had to make sure everything was clean and like
extra clean when in other places maybe you didn't.
Yeah, because I'd be able to like if the dust, I'd be able to let the dust sit there until the end of the job or whatever, clean up. But this one, because people were still gonna be coming in and out, I always had to stop and vacuum up dust and try to keep it as clean as possible. Yeah. So that kind of prolonged the job, the time.
Yeah, it did, but
we're here. We're done. Well, we're mostly done.
But this room is done, right? Like we're not doing decoration in here or anything. We kind of want to keep it.
Yeah, like if somebody comes in and they want to bring their own centerpieces or like
that's really cool. I like that idea.
We may put a TV on this back wall right here. That way, if they want to, we could plug in their podcast logo and all that stuff. We'll see. I mean, it's up in the air still to see if we do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think like that's like an emergency or anything, right?
Yeah.
So what is next that you see yourself doing in the studio? Like the wall?
As far as construction and stuff?
Yeah.
Just the stuff I said. That's it.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We forgot too. The salon pulled me because we mid-construction here, we decided to open the salon next door.
Yes. In the middle of a business, we decided to open another business, even though the first one wasn't done.
And now we're opening another business. I got to get better with these breaks, you know what I mean? But honestly, I was on board with all of them. Yeah. This one right here, I was really on board. I had been pushing for this for a while. Because don't get upset, mujer. I had been pushing. Okay.
You had not been pushing for us to have our own podcast room. You were not. Babe. Okay, so this is how it happened.
It lies. There's no... Hold on. Let me see what... No, that's the wrong button right there. Hold on. Yeah, right there. See?
So this is how it happened. Mm-hmm. We had this room and we were going to rent it out, right? And so then I said, okay, hear me out. Mm-hmm. And I said, what if we turn it into a podcast room? Are you serious? Babe. Oh,
sounds like lies. Sounds like lies to me.
I literally said, I was like, hold on. I know and the thing is like, this is not $1,000 room. No. This is a 13... About a third. 13, 14.
That's about, if I wasn't doing the work, this would be easily a $30,000 to $40,000 room.
Right. So when I mentioned it though, we're talking about, adding several thousands. After we were just done with construction, this was going to be the only room. If we had not made it into the podcast room, we would have probably spent like what, maybe $500.
Maybe
maybe 1,000.
No, it would have been maybe like it would have
because you were just gonna
probably about 2,000. I'd say close to 2,000. Let's say 2,000.
Okay, so I was about to take. I was asking basically, do you want to do a $2,000 project or do you want to do like a $15,000 project?
You didn't put it to me in that term.
No, I didn't because I don't know how much this shit costs.
Yeah. And we had renters that wanted to get in here too.
Yeah, I had people kind of waiting to rent it out. In this particular size with this room and everything. These rooms rent about $700. Yeah. But, like for me, what I was thinking is like, okay, we can have $700 and then we still have to record a podcast somewhere else and we have to inconvenience ourselves in a sense. Or we can have convenience and we can turn it into a business. Yeah. And so remember, I told you about it And I think right away you knew like that was a good idea. And so we started talking about it. And it was in the middle of the day. By the time we got home, we were like, okay, we're doing it. You were like, okay, I'm liking this idea more.
Yeah. No, it's good.
That is how it happened.
Yeah, okay. That's how it happened, everybody. That's how it happened.
That is how it happened.
Okay, I'm agreeing with you. Why you get mad? It happened that way. But this new project does add to my workload though, because editing and stuff, I have to edit all these videos. And it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that.
I mean, at the other place, Matt was doing the editing, and I was doing like a final edit on stuff. But now it's like from conception to finish, and man, editing is a lot. It's a whole nother beast.
Yeah,
but I like it. It's challenging, so I like it.
Yeah, and I think you've always kind of liked this stuff in a sense, you know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's different work, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, and I think I mean honestly for me, I didn't see it that way. I didn't think about the editing like when of course like you know I bring in this picture and of course you are probably the one to say like okay well it's gonna take this, it's gonna take that, and I was just like listen, this is just more convenient. And we're gonna make more money this way.
Just like I'm pretty, I want this.
No. See, guys, this is what I have to deal with.
Do you see what I deal with, guys? See what I deal with? It's all right though.
It's all right. No, so I thought about it more in the convenience way and more money making way.
Yeah, no.
You know,
it's definitely has potential. Like I don't think there's a ceiling on it financially that could be. It's gonna be more work building now and marketing this because now we have 3 different businesses to market and push, and it's a challenge. But the financial potential for this is bigger than how we just rented the room, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, for me, after doing, I've been doing this for 14 years, and after that long, it's like okay, I feel like it's time to move on to something else. You know, like my love for the industry is still there, and I want to do more within the industry, but it's about doing more. Like what else can I do, you know? Like I wouldn't say like, oh, I'm the best ever that I'll ever be, because of course as an artist like you're always growing. But I think for me like I want to try something else. I want to see if I'm good at something else. You know
what?
My community.
I had so much fun on this project, and I'm learning all the all this technical stuff here. I wouldn't mind getting a location, opening multiple podcast studios with different feels, different vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, I think that'd be pretty cool to do.
Yeah. And you know, now that I see how much time you spend editing and stuff, that would be like a full job. Oh, like a full-time job plus like some employees.
That would be getting employees because
that's a lot, right?
It's a lot. The editing and stuff takes so much time. It's time consuming.
Yeah. And even saying editing, I don't even know what it involves because I kind of just come in here and put on my cute headphones.
Yo, I'm pretty. I want you to edit.
Pretty. I'm talking.
So I'm pretty. Make me look thinner right there. Do this.
The lighting is off. I'm pretty. Yeah.
That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. Like,
yeah,
you know?
I know you are.
Yeah. I'm cool.
It's all right. It challenges me.
I really like it. Doesn't interest me. Yeah. Like the editing doesn't interest me. Construction doesn't interest me. But
you sure do have a lot of ideas when I'm doing it.
Well, yeah, because I'm the ideas gal. I'm the ideas gal. But I do like building businesses. I do like forming businesses. I like the back end of stuff. But like the editing, yeah. No. I don't care to edit.
Nah, I think it's fun because it's challenging, you know.
Yeah, and so that's why it worked out, you know, and that's why it worked out with Erica and Frank too. Like, they bring something to the table. We also bring something to the table, and it works out. Yeah, and I think that's what you need in a partner, and I think that's why when you came on, initially when we first moved to San Antonio, I think we made we almost doubled our income when you came on. Yeah, because there was a lot of things that maybe I was missing because you're a different person and you're like you saw the blind side. You saw my blind sides.
Well, I came at it from a different perspective, you know?
Exactly. And so I think that's why it's worked out. I think that's why we've grown so much since we got here because we're working together. And I think Pink Maven Media will do the same for us because we have somebody else.
Now there's 4 heads instead of 2.
Now there's 4,
And now there's 4 heads to butt with each other, not just 2.
How fun.
It'll be good though because they're great people. I think we see stuff similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that they put in hard work, man. They work hard.
They do work hard. They do really hard.
They work hard, or if not harder than we do. You know?
Yeah.
So.
And I think like that's one of the important qualities.
Yeah.
Like if you decide you're gonna do something, Eric and Frank, they get it done.
Yeah. They put their heads down and fucking work.
And work.
Yeah.
And I think with a lot of people, they don't do that. It's kind of like
the ideas part is fun.
It's Sunday, or like the ideas part is fun.
Yeah, everybody has fun hashing out ideas and coming up with it. But when you have to actually put the money, put the work, put the time, when you have to go in on weekends and all the work, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, when you have to stay late till like 10, 11.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff people don't want to do. You know what I mean?
It really is though, man. When you're putting in some shit, 16-hour days sometimes.
Yeah.
And it all sounds fun, but it's not fun.
I was just going to say that, like, it's cool to take a picture for Instagram and this and that, like, oh my God, look at how late I'm staying. But that shit gets old.
Yeah.
That shit gets really old when it's like every day.
When you're working, you got your kids outside telling you you're hungry, they're bored. Anything you do in business, it's always going to have its pitfalls. It's going to have its hard times, but it also has its benefits and it has its rewards. But you have to be able to navigate through all of it. You got to take your wins, but when you have a loss, you have to accept that loss and move, get back up and keep going.
And I feel more than anything is like the consistency is what's been good for us. Like we are consistent people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know, especially when you're on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you see a lot of people like, oh, I need a day off, or I'm taking, like, there's no day offs, and like we get shit done because we're consistent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Even when times are tough, we've touched on it before. This economy is not the best economy.
Yeah.
But just because it's bad, don't mean you have to stop or say that, oh, this ain't working because you have to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, crying here and there is allowed.
Not for me.
Maybe not for you.
You'll never see me cry.
Yeah. I hope not.
Not gonna happen.
No. Nah. But I will. Breaking down every once in a while is okay.
Yeah, that's
especially if you're on your period.
That's a mujer thing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's fun. It's fun dealing with the crying. It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really excited about this though.
Yeah, it's cool. So
and getting back into doing the podcast and stuff, like airing our laundry apparently.
Yeah, every weekly fights.
Yeah. We're not doing it weekly, right? It's every other week.
Oh yeah, every other week. I don't know. Now that we have it, why not do it every week? I guess it's up to you guys,
No, it's not.
No, it's up to the people that watch us. The market tells us if they want us or not,
Yeah, no, I think every other week is good. Give us time to edit.
Well, you got multiple podcasts going though. You got Beautificantes.
Yeah, that's true. Beautificantes sin filtro with Cristal Rubio.
And then you and Erica are talking about doing. So you're doing multiple. I can see why you wouldn't want to do it every week.
Yeah.
I'm about to get one of my boys in here.
You should. I keep telling you, like you should. Oh, you know what'd be cool? Remember we saw at I think we went to At Home. It's so totes adorbs. It had like the gin decanter. Are they called decanters? It was for gin. It was like glass.
Oh, the alcohol thing.
Yeah. And so this is the stuff like that we thought about that I think is gonna make it extra cute. How you can bring in your own decor if you want.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, if you have a podcast, like you could put it right there.
We'll have to get rid of the flowers and stuff.
Well, you can leave them there.
Especially these pink pillows right here. These pink pillows have to go.
Yeah,
the pink pillows have to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to put something right there.
So it's really feminine. It's really feminine in here.
It's for women.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I'll do a podcast with my boy in here, but it's gonna be like we have to man it up somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe you should get rid of the pink pillows.
We'll replace those plants with some stripper poles or something, and I don't know. We got to man it up somehow.
Yeah, I was just gonna say bring in some gym decanters, but
the gym it goes hand in hand with stripping poles.
Yeah,
it goes perfect.
How interesting.
Yeah, some strobe lights. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Some what are those dollar shooters?
Oh my God, so good. You know what? You could be like, what was that thing with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew?
Oh, what the hell?
The Man Show.
The Man Show, yeah.
That was cool.
And who else was in it too?
Those are the only one. There was somebody else.
No, the third guy. He's on the late night shows. Kind of turned into like a cuck though. What's his name? He's weird now. He's not even like that now.
Who?
Not Jimmy Fallon. The other one. Damn, I can't think of it. It doesn't matter anyways.
They don't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can turn it into like the man show, like, oh, look at us. What do men even talk about? I feel like it'd be boring.
I think we talk about some cool stuff.
You're just gonna talk about me the whole time, how much you love me, and how beautiful I am.
Nah, you'll be laughing. You get a bunch of guys together. It's fucking funny, dude. We'll be just capping on each other and talking shit.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Like what would be a subject?
I don't know, because I'm not into sports, so it was definitely not gonna be sports.
Yeah, that's true.
Just talking shit. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
We could talk a lot of shit.
Yeah,
That's all we do,
you should do that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Do you have any potentials in mind?
I got
You got potentials, huh?
got my one boy. We actually talked about it, but we'll see what happens. I think he's out right now. He has a few issues going on, so he's
Like
gotta
what?
get back.
Like what, babe?
gotta-
What issues? What issues? Since you're putting him, what?
His dog died. He got a divorce.
Oh my god!
No, I'm just messing around.
I was like, I didn't know he was married.
No, just a injury. Just an injury.
Oh, okay.
Nothing major.
Putting all his stuff on blast.
Well, actually, his name was in. No.
That'll be fun though, right?
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah, and I think like it's so cool.
We'll try different beers or something.
Oh, that would be cool.
Try different alcohols. I don't know. We'll do some man shit.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll put some boxing gloves right here and have a little boxing match. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
maybe
But
not.
definitely stripper poles.
You guys are gonna give you guys are gonna dance on them?
No, what are
Together?
you talking about? What are you talking about? This is after hour stuff right here.
Anyway, this is a good place. I'm really excited to have it.
Yeah, it was a good introduction though to the podcast studio. I think for everybody. I hope so.
Yeah, so soon hopefully we'll have everything up to for people to rent.
So if you're of the feminine, what do you call it? Feminine.
If you're a woman,
Yeah, if you're a woman,
I'm like, what are you talking
I'm trying to make it harder. If you're a lady or
you're a lady.
feminine tendencies and you want to do a podcast, reach out to us because we got the place for you. Oh, if you're in San Antonio too,
Yeah.
that's probably.
What
a
if
big
somebody
part.
flies in just for a podcast?
Oh, they might.
They might.
You see this spot right here? They
Look
might.
how cute it is. And I don't know if you guys can see, and you can't see in the light, but we have you can see a little bit right here. We have sconces, and it's so pretty.
I did my thing right here.
You really did. You
Yes,
did
sir.
a beautiful job.
Or yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What else do you have going on right now, Ron?
What else?
Other than editing, huh? That's it. Like you're gonna be busy editing. You have a couple podcasts you need to edit.
Yeah, I'm actually behind on my workload right now.
Yeah, just finishing this up. Was
The
a
same
lot.
stuff I was doing in the office.
Yeah.
Um,
Because we literally just finished this room, and by we I mean I looked and I watched last week.
yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah,
We've been tweaking and messing around with stuff.
yeah, and now you have to work on Erica's room.
Yeah, once I get all the
Erica's
equipment's in.
place. Yeah,
So
they should be getting the cameras today.
hopefully, because
oh, never mind. It's a holiday today.
Oh yeah, today's is it Labor Day or Memorial? It's Labor Day, right, or Memorial Day?
It's Labor.
Labor Day. Okay,
September?
so today's Labor Day.
Yeah, September. Yeah, and as for me, thank you for asking. I have to. What am I doing today? I don't know. I have to make my to-do list. I haven't made my to-do list yet.
You should probably make your to-do list. What do you have to put on that to-do list?
Oh, thank you for asking. Finally. I don't know. I have to sit down and look at my to-do list from last week to see what I didn't get done. There's a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I have to edit some stuff too. I don't know.
So you want me to ask you questions you don't know about?
No, but like if I ask you, what are you doing? And like you have to show interest and be like, well, what are you doing?
Man, we're rusty. It's been like over a month since we recorded.
Never ask me.
some slack.
You never ask me.
I
what I'm
always
doing.
ask you.
No, you don't.
I don't have to ask you. Tell me.
It would be nice to get asked.
I don't have to ask you. Tell me all the time.
No, I don't. I don't ever tell you. I don't tell you, and you don't know because you don't ask.
Oh, that's the wrong button. I'm gonna get good at these buttons once I label them.
Was that the wrong one?
I don't know. It kind of worked out though a little bit though.
Did it?
A little bit. Kind of went with it a little bit.
Yeah.
You're gonna love my buttons.
Yeah. I'm not the button person. I think if I was over there, I wouldn't push anything.
I'm gonna push them all the time.
I know.
All the time.
Yeah, guys. So that's what we've been up to. Kind of just getting this womb ready. Womb ready.
No wombs getting ready.
No.
No wombs getting ready.
uh,
Speaking of, there's some cheese man I got. speaking of wombs, I got some cheese man right here.
What?
Nah, I'm not gonna put it out there.
Oh man,
It's not my spot, but let's
already
just say
started it.
let's just say I had a scare. Somebody sent me a picture or something, and
You did not have a scare. You
No, my heart dropped when you sent that. I thought you were talking about you.
no,
I was like, oh hell no.
no, it was not me.
Nothing. I was like, oh hell no.
Oh no, hell no, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That would be cute to have a little baby.
We're done.
Every now and then, though, it'd be cute to
Anyway, some cheese man.
Anyway, yeah. So we actually we had an event this past weekend, our first Espanol event.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here for that.
It was. Oh yeah, you weren't here. We had our first Espanol event for women. It was great. It was really busy. There was 25 of us here.
And you said the room I built was a hit, right?
It really was. People were recording it. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I think you did. Told me people were coming and recording.
And then on Friday, when the girls came for the girls from the cosmetology school came, they were also recording it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, it's beautiful, you know?
That's what I do, mujer. That's what I do.
No, it is. Like, I gotta say. And now I just kind of let you do whatever you think is best. I mean, right. I have opinions and stuff. Yeah. You know? Sorry, my lash keeps falling off.
I don't know if you can hear the kids in the background. They're actually here with us right now. I can hear them on my headphones. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but
it's part of the business, right?
Part of the business.
Like, this is kind of the things that we do.
Yeah, as long as they don't come knocking and yelling, we're all right.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so we had our first... Español, Madres Unidas.
Is that what it's called?
Well, I mean, that's what Erica called it.
Okay.
So that's what it is called. I like it though, Madres Unidas de San Antonio.
It's going to be the Spanish addition to Working Moms of San Antonio, right?
Possibly. I mean, honestly, like, it's something that I think the community needed, but I'm not... in California growing up, Spanish is my first language, and I didn't start learning English until like we were in 3rd grade. It was all Spanish. My kinder, 1st grade, 2nd grade, it was Spanish.
Sure, well, the schools
over
there,
I didn't know.
A lot of the schools are in Spanish.
I didn't know that was a normal. I don't know if it's normal now.
I heard that one school, they even, it's all Oaxaca now. Like, they all do...
dialecto or like some kind of dialect or what?
Like 3 different dialects right there.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. That one school right there on...
the school that I went to?
Right there by Parque de León, right there. The one down the way right there.
Really?
Yeah, it's all dialect now.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that is crazy. So anyway, growing up, like, that was my first language and this and that. So, but I knew my community over there, you know? Like, let's say I knew señoras and I knew other people that strictly only spoke Spanish. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's important to me. So over here, there is a need. There is a need for somebody hosting events for business women whose primary language is Spanish. Mm-hmm. And so we kind of, Erica and I kind of thought that would be a good idea. We threw an event together this past Friday. We had some bomb empanadas and beans, and everything was yummy.
Oh, that food was bomb.
The food was bomb, right?
I had like 4 plates of that shit.
You really did.
I was grabbing that shit.
And it went well. Like I said, it was 25 of us, and everybody was really happy to be there. Everybody said the community needed this. So if there's a need, mm-hmm. Then we can create it. And so what I was telling everybody, and this is kind of how you and I think in business, right? If something is needed and we need it and nobody is providing it, then we create it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what makes you, I think, an entrepreneur and a business person.
Filling the gaps.
Filling in the gaps.
When you find the gap, fill it. And that's money in the bank right there.
Yeah, and I definitely think that is one. When I talked to a lot of the ladies that day, Friday, when I talked to a lot of the ladies and mentioned that, like, we do have workshops for the working moms. Erica hosts these workshops, and we were hosting them here. Now that she has a place, she's hosting it over there. But Working Moms of San Antonio does these workshops for women in business. Yeah. And so why can't we have them in Spanish? Why shouldn't we have them in Spanish? We should.
We should. There's a gap right there, that needs filled. Yeah,
and all the ladies that I was kind of talking to and seeing what they thought, because if the community doesn't need it, then what's the point of providing something? Yeah. But they were saying, oh my God, that would be great. And I was like, yeah, we even had an Instagram class, and because it's so important, and a CapCut event also. Yeah. And they were like, wow, like, I don't even know how to use that. Like, I usually have my son or my daughter helping. So I definitely think there's a need. And as long as the community wants it, we will build it.
No, I think that's good thing to hit on. You know what I mean? Start doing all the workshops in Spanish.
Yeah.
For the Espanol community.
For the Españolers. Even growing up, my mom, she always had a job. And like, what if there was workshops for women?
Yeah.
Maybe she would have found something that she wanted to do.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's not there, I did meet a lady and I told you about her. She moved here from New York, like 3 years ago. But she doesn't have a business yet, but she's thinking about opening a business.
Oh, I remember you told me that's fucking brilliant.
I know, right? But she came to be inspired by other women. Like she felt like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get inspired here. And so when she came here, she found everybody telling her she could do it. So that type of community is what I want to see.
Yeah. No, that's smart on her part.
Yeah, but how cool,
Like
right?
getting integrated into the business community before actually opening a business and seeing what she wants to do. I think that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she felt like she was in the right place, and we talked for a while, and it was cool to be able to motivate somebody, and like tell somebody, yeah, it's going to be hard, but you have like all these people already that as opposed to starting from zero like we did.
Yeah. And then you and the Vanidosa team are putting together the Loteria night.
Oh, yeah. So we're putting on an event called Loteria con Tacos y Tequila.
Oh, what?
And so for that, the thought behind that was like, not that I'm calling myself a señora, okay?
Straight señora vibes right there.
But I don't want to fucking go to the club, and I don't want to go to the bar hopping with a bunch of ladies. But doing stuff like this in a safe environment around other women, and this is not for business women only. This is like open to the public. Everybody. Yeah. And so why not to get to know your community? And I think it takes me back to what Mito said from Dandelion. He said, like, one of the things that was really important for him is community. And I get that. Like, it's so important to be integrated in your community, know your people.
Yeah.
And by proxy, kind of know your target market as well.
Yeah. So when's that event going to be?
That is September 13th, guys. So tickets are still on sale.
September 13th. Oh, shit. That's just like, what, 2 weeks?
Oh, sure. I guess what it is. It's next Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah. And we have a limited amount of tickets because, of course, the point wasn't to just make as much money as possible.
You need to have a limited amount of shots. Limited amount of tequila. That's what you need.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going to be a great day, guys.
It's going to be fun.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm hosting, so I'm not even going to be drinking like that round.
And me, I need to have a limited amount of tacos. I'm just throwing that out there.
You can have as many tacos as you
Tequila's
want.
not my problem, it's tacos.
Yeah. Tequila's not my problem either.
Oh, no, wrong one. Let me see. Yeah, I like that one.
I'm from Jalisco, guys. That's where tequila is made. It's in my blood.
Mainlining it.
No, oh my God, that's out of control.
When we go home, she has what are those bags that when you go to the hospital, the hydration
IV?
bags? The IV. She got an IV bag next to the bed with tequila in it.
Oh my God.
She's all, hook me up, babe, hook me up.
Anyway, you're such an exaggerator, jerk. No, but we're gonna have that, and that's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
It's a place to host community. Like, how fucking cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be here I'm gonna be doing drinks.
You're gonna be serving.
I'm gonna be serving paloma. Oh, so I get to limit the amounts that they're giving out.
Well, everybody gets.
You, my friend, are on a 2-drink limit. 2-drink limit.
I didn't even want one.
Yeah. Well, you got a max of 2. Just remember that, all right? You get 2 tickets because you're gonna get drink tickets. You get 2, and that's it.
Wow, we're really putting everything out there, huh? You only get 2 tacos then.
Come on, babe. At least 4. At least 4.
And we're gonna make salsa, all the servings. It's gonna be a really good event.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. So that will be September 13th.
I wanted to do the tacos, but on the plancha. But you said who's doing somebody else is doing the tacos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, I'm doing tacos, homie.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard, because everything's gonna be in house. So like,
I would have done it in here on the plancha inside.
I know, but that's
The studio will smell like tacos for
it's gonna
days.
smell like taco for days, and
There's
then
nothing wrong with smelling like tacos.
maybe we get like creatures in here or something because they smell. Nah, I don't want to do that.
Anyways, I think we're coming up on time right here. So
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's kind of what's been going on with us. We're really excited about the new podcast room.
Yeah, we're glad you guys get to see us. The first introduction on our beauty-tainment right here. And hopefully, I'm not hopefully, I don't know why I say hopefully. But we're going to start putting out a lot more content. We're going to have a lot more stuff. Oh, man, you want to have a good day, huh?
I am having a great day.
No, I'm mad because I only limited you to 2 drinks.
You're so retarded, jerk.
All right, guys. But anyways, that's it on this episode. Like if you guys have any interest, you guys have anything you want to tell us, let us know. Drop some comments. Forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Well, what's that one saying?
Smash the like button.
Oh yeah, smash. Don't be a hoe and share the show.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Don't be a hoe and share the show.
Don't be a hoe and share the show.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Bye.